Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside the class of 1923 Arena, the home of the Drexel University Dragons here in downtown Philadelphia. This is Drexel University Hockey on the Drexel Hockey Network. Bob Long here on play-by-play to bring you this broadcast as Drexel University takes on Kent State, the Golden Flashes coming by way of Ohio. Tonight's game is brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. Find them at drexellebeau.com for more information. And we welcome you now inside our broadcast booth. Again, Bob Long here for the play-by-play. This our penultimate broadcast of the season for the Drexel Hockey Network, and what a year it has been. 23 wins for this Drexel team and a fourth straight bids to the ACHA Nationals Tournament in Dallas, Texas. This is going to be a great season. There he is. We got some live on-camera visitors here. Good to see Tyler Blackstad, a kid who's had a great season thus far, certainly Black, along with the rest of this defensive front for this team. They go four deep. These lines have been fantastic all year and has led to those aforementioned 23 wins. As mentioned as well, off to Nationals. The question, who will they play, and more importantly, when? The top 14, make that 12 teams get an automatic bye. 13 through 20 have to play the first day of the tournament, which is Thursday. If you get the bye, you go till Saturday. So Drexel last week was number 14 in the country. They're going to keep building towards that number 12 spot, and if they can continue to win out, perhaps some other pieces fall their way and they can find their way into that spot, into a bye, which would be the first for this program as well. Folks are out on the ice now. We're going to, in just a minute, introduce the starting lineups here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Stay with us. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the class of 1923 Arena. Tonight's matchup will feature Kent State University and your Drexel University Dragons. Starting lineups first for the Kent State Golden Flashes. Defenseman number 10, Justin Bioni. Defenseman number 14, Jake Herberg. At left wing, number 4, Donnie Dickens. At right wing, number 28, Zach Zarecki. Starting at center tonight, number 19, Jason Smith. And in goal, number 31, Brian Coppola. And now the starters for your Drexel Dragons. Defenseman number 10, Nick Urbani. Defenseman number 4, Mike Churchfara. At left wing, number 8, Aaron Carmichael. At right wing, number 16, make that Eugene Lim. And at center, number 17, Kyle Weller. Starting in goal tonight, number 35, Jeremy Wick. Now we'd ask that you all please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And again, it's a beautiful night for hockey here in Philadelphia. Bob Long on the play-by-play this evening for the Drexel Hockey Network. Drexel dressed in the home gold uniforms. Kent State is in the road navy blues here this evening. Drexel 23-2, 2-3 on the year. The Golden Flashes of Kent State 6-17, 2-3 overall. This is the first ever meeting between these two teams. Programs getting together on the ice for the first time here tonight. They'll return again to the ice tomorrow at 3:30 to end this weekend set. But all the hay's in the barn for this Drexel team from the conference standpoint. The ECHA has already been won. They are off to nationals by virtue of the automatic bid. They will go to the ECHA playoffs in a few weekends, but none of that has anything to do with nationals implications. That ticket has been punched for the fourth straight year. And now a tune-up all the way till mid-March, and we're underway here in this one. Mike Churchvara plays this one across for Eugene Lim, who will gain the zone. Takes a shot, it's blocked there well. And another block. Nice job defensively there by Justin Bioni. Kept in here at the point, though, by Aaron Carmichael. First to it, number 10, Justin Bioni again. Chopped away from Bioni, and now Aaron Carmichael along the near side boards. Nice block. And a couple minutes in here, Kent State giving up some opportunities, but getting some blocks at key points. Now they'll bring this one forward. Carried on by Dickens. Dickens plays it on for number 19, Jason Smith. There's a shot right on, saved by Jeremy Wick. A giveaway, though, right behind the net, jamming it in front, and Urbani there for Drexel. Now Eugene Lim had trouble as that one caught him right in between the skates. He's muscling it forward, and now Aaron Carmichael. Good move there. Couldn't quite get it back on his stick, and Zachary Barnes brings it forward for Kent State. Right to the red line, sent down, and Drexel had an opportunity for the pass there. Misplayed, but everybody for Kent State will have to touch up on the delay offsides. Here's Connor Kurzenabe. He has Tyler Black alongside. A long pass hits the boards. Chasing after it is Crane. Goaltender will cover up, and we'll go to stoppage with 18:41 to play. In net tonight, you heard it during the opening lineups, Brian Coppola, 5'10", 180 pounds. This just his third start of the year. He's 0-1 with an overtime loss to go with that, so 0-2, 528 goals against average and an .814 save percentage. Not going to need to make a save there, though. Jamie Crane's shot had to get through 3 Golden Flashes, and it did not. But he's going to get it back to the point. Kurzenabe couldn't close that down that one and keep it in the zone. So Tyler Black from right outside dumps it deep. Onto it now, Dylan Anderson, number 12 for Kent State. Try to whack it one time along the boards, and now for his troubles, Hunter Hilbrecht hit into the boards. Another near hit, just missed for Drexel, and the puck out to center ice. Kurzenabe with it now, throws it hard. Turning with it is Cam Neely. Brought down there by Jamie Crane, but he'll go to the bench. Patrick McGinley out on the ice, as is Wyeth Cool. McGinley got a stick on it. The alternate captain provides energy in his first minute off the bench. Wyeth Cool has it now, chased after by Jacob Friedman for Kent State. And now Zane Reynolds, one of the quickest skaters on this team, if not the quickest. McGinley, good move through 2 defenders, backhanding it across. He's going to get it back. Edge of the circle. Plays for Brett Coleman, long shot, deflected, comes right on, and Coppola had to be there to make the save on the weak side. And now a nice check to get Drexel off the puck. A chip and run down the ice. Coleman will get there first, nudged along the far side boards, but kept in by Kent State. Wyeth Cool now tries to get it on his forehand and does, calmly at that. And now Coleman, one more touch along the boards. Drexel builds the other way, and McGinley on that touch will hightail it to the bench along with Zane Reynolds, number 9. Wyeth Cool intercepts a pass intended for Ian Herman, keeps it going down the ice. Castura in the area, kept in and now all the way out of the zone. Dumps right back in from the red line, and the delay offsides will force Drexel to touch up. There's Jared Ortiz after the touch. Good move there by Kent State. And along the near side, ripped on the boards by Kilway, out to center ice. To it now, Zach Zarecki backhands it deep. Has Jason Smith with him. Smith to the puck first, back below the goal line, and Zarecki couldn't handle the heater coming his way. Mike Churchvara, he'll carry it right up the middle of the ice and create the 3-on-3. Sent across. Nice job there by the defender, Dickens. Back to Ortiz, top of the circle. He'll keep it moving down below the goal line. Castura tried to slide it to him, but could not. Now they'll move it side to side. There's a shot. Deflection in front. The rebound won't go. It went just past the near side post. Kent State brings it the other way. A lot of open ice here in the early stages of this one as Nick Urbani will send back behind the net. Kent State with an about face. Everybody turned and went to the bench. Drexel will now do the same on the touch-up by Castura right at the line. An ambitious pass pops high in the air, brought down by Kent State. A shot, deflection. Nice job by Tyler Black. He got his body on the way on that one. Now Connor Curzonay behind the net has to contend with 2 golden flashes. Kent State, there's a one-timer, and it was just wide. Intended for Daniel Nugent. He got his stick on it but couldn't put it on net, and Carmichael able to filter it out. This will come up short of icing. Eugene Lim tries to win the race there. Nudges the defender in the boards, puts it right in front, and what a defensive play there coming from the weak side by Kent State's number 24, Ruben Chavarria. 15-15 to play. Curzonay. And it's given away here from Drexel. We'll get it right back. Tyler Black. Pirouettes up for Eugene Lim, and it's into the zone, but controlled by Kent State. 5 minutes into this one. 2 shots for Drexel, 1 for Kent State, but a lot of action on both sides. End to end we've gone thus far. Drexel working from the back. A good idea there from Aaron Carmichael. A little bit long. Icing waved off as Weller won the race. Now Christopher Hagan back there. Keeps it off the boards. Backhands it along. Right in front, they jam at it. Puck's loose, and now picked up there. Covered up by Brian Coppola with 14:30 to play here in a scoreless first period. Schwartz has it now for Kent State. Touched up there, over and into the penalty box. The stoppage with 14:23 to play. Kent State looking to turn it up ice, and they will get it out of the zone. Now a chase for the puck will be won by Jamie Crane, the alternate captain for Drexel. He stops on a dime, and an interception there backhand. Didn't have much on it. But a high line here being played by Kent State. Aggressive on the forecheck. Nearly created, well, they did create a good offensive chance. Nearly a goal. And now Kent State comes back the other way. It's 3-on-3 here. Carrying it to the line, and the rest of the Golden Flashes will go to the bench for a change. Can they hold it up for long enough? This is number 22, Joey Gallo. Pinching up from the point. Good decision that time by number 12, Dylan Anderson. Anderson sends forward for Zarecki. Zarecki couldn't get a stick on it. Zarecki right back on it. Wyeth Cool there, though, for Drexel defensively. Sent behind. Dangerous. Now a shot right on. And it's saved by Jeremy Wick. Out of the zone now. Everybody touches up for Kent State. A couple bad turnovers either behind the Drexel net or in the Kent State offensive zone have created looks for the Golden Flashes. A little bit less than 7 minutes into this hockey game. We're still scoreless. Here from Philadelphia. Drexel marauding there defensively, but now it's brought forward. Number 19, Jason Smith brings it on. Churchvara went down, but no real resistance as the rest of the Kent State team went to the bench, but now it's a fresh line out there. Can they build it forward? Instead, chuck deep. Here it is, a one-timer, James Schickling. Big save by Coppola. Another long shot came all the way through. Coppola was there, almost a self-induced screen there by Bioni. This chopped along. Patrick McGinley there. Now come right across. Nice job there by Christopher Hagan. He sent it right across the blue paint. Could not get the finish, and McGinley hit from behind. It'll be set deep. And first to it, Mike Churchvara. Wow, what vision that was from Churchvara. Nearly sprung Zane Reynolds on the break. It's tossed back in deep. And Churchvara makes one miss. Make that two. Brought forward here for Reynolds. He'll direct it towards net. Coppola does not keep it moving. Thought he might have tried to keep that moving. 11:57 to play here in the first period. Scoreless contest. Drexel in the gold. Kent State in the navy blue. Two teams that share the same colors. Drexel elected to go home golds here today. Here's DeCarlo, a shot into the catching glove of Coppola. Nicely done there as he kept it low to his side and able to bring that across and make the nice glove save. There it is. 11:50 to go. Drexel wins the ensuing face-off. Played across here to Churchvara in the slot. Long shot there, and it's saved again by Coppola. Save made with 11:41 to play. And there's a shot there from Churchvara. Save made by the goaltender, Brian Coppola. Weller plays it back to the point, and Churchvara took his eye off it. It'll go all the way deep. Wick with a touch. Churchvara comes on and sends it along. Deep it comes. Onto it, number 2, Tret Bubanik. Bubanik plays it along. One more touch here, and this creates a 2-on-1. There's the shot saved by Jeremy Wick. Good positioning there. Nearly a goal from Hunter Hilbrecht. But alas, Jeremy Wick has been great in between the pipes all season long. What a move that was by Tyler Black. Eludes one defender, stays with the puck through another, and gets it just enough to Eugene Lim, who distributes it across after a touch from Kent State, sent back deep along for Kyle Weller. And turning on to number 13, Hunter Hilbrecht. Hilbrecht rips it off the boards, and this will find its way just a rotation out of the zone before Kurzanev comes onto it. Black now across the red line. He'll gain the zone, a rolling puck, and that will just be offside. See if we can get one more look at this one. It's top of your screen here as he comes towards the point. Yep, just a little bit. Well, that was actually Kent State. Tough to see where the gentleman was at the edge of the blue line, but the linesman was right there. We'll take his word for it. This distributed down by Hagan. Played along, intercepted by Neely, and here comes Drexel offensively. Just need to flesh out the spacing a little bit, and they do that there. Sent along, Cam Neely went down, as did Kent State. But now Kent State brings this one forward. Here's number 22, Giuseppe Gallo. He goes by Joey. Brought down with a high stick. No, alas not. Just low enough there from Tyler Black. 10:05 to play. Turns on the puck. His possession and progress stymied. Now given away here. He's going to get it back. But Kent State on the forecheck working hard. Golden Flashes looking for an offensive opportunity. Along the boards, number 19, Jason Smith. In there along with Zarecki. And Smith has it now for Kent State. Zarecki kicks this one along. Pinching there is Donnie Dickens, who goes into the boards hard off the hit from Crane. Now a long shot deflected before it ever got to the net. That was Tyler Black. One more time here, though. Going down, Kent State, no penalty, no tripping. Back to the point it comes. Now another shot, doesn't get all the way through. Deflected again, a backhand, that was wide. Best sustained pressure here from Kent State as Smith keeps it going deep. Zarecki's in the area, and now a tired line for Kent State. They'll come off the ice piecemeal as Zarecki and Smith continue to work really hard on the forecheck. Dumped deep, and now I think Zarecki and Smith are all about fatigued as they're going to get on this particular shift. 8:57 to play. Drexel finally does get that clearance, and they do get a new line out there. Tyler Black, the only one that remains from that previous line. Stood up well there by Wyeth Cool. Kept in the zone, and now Drexel will control it. Patrick McGinley sent it along the near side boards. Played across there by Bioni. Bioni will get it right back, right in front of his old goaltender. 8:31 to play, first period. Good stick work there by Bioni. Can keep the puck moving. Instead, he'll carry the zone himself. Everybody's onside. Plays it back. A good move there, but it's taken away from the stick of Daniel Nugent. Big hit there, takes down Patrick McGinley, and that was clean. He lined him up the whole way, but now the other way is Zane Reynolds. Kent State holds off well with that puck. Rob Ferrari plays it along and into the center. It comes from the red line. Alexander Halupnik sends it deep and nearly overskated there by Wyeth Cool. That could have been disastrous for Drexel. Now Coleman keeps the puck moving and gets it into the neutral zone, but not a lot of possession here for Drexel. Give this Kent State team credit. On home ice, Drexel has rarely struggled, and in this particular case, Kent State doing a really nice job offensively with the forecheck, especially in the last few minutes. Here's where Drexel can beat you, though. Jared Ortiz, 1-on-none, and I think the end of a long line shift created that for Drexel, where Kent State were the only guys down there with the other side of the ice. Jared Ortiz had to contend with 4 defenders. But now those fresh legs out there for Drexel. Turning on at number 20, Zachary Barnes played along the boards. DiCarlo there on the far side, and it's brought forward by Kent State. Good play forward. Here's Friedman. Friedman distributes across. It was just wide off the deflection from Hilbrecht. The best scoring opportunity for Kent State thus far, and now another giveaway from behind. It'll be distributed deep another time. Jeremy Wick got the touch on it, keeps it moving. DiCarlo hit hard into the boards, couldn't get rid of the puck quickly enough. And he's still slow to get up. Urbani backhands it, couldn't get it out of the zone. A rolling puck, there's a shot, and Jeremy Wick crashes on it. Puck did come loose, and now a whistle as the officials saw that puck, and then it lost vision. There's, you're going to see the cover up right there. And only after the jam into the goaltender Wick did the puck come loose. 6:27 to play, first period. A really good one, an entertaining first period of action from the class of 1923 arena here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Kyle Weller sends it back behind the net. Eugene Lim, and here comes Weller. Weller has Aaron Carmichael with him. No real numbers here for Drexel. Sent across for Eugene Lim, dropped back for Kurzenabe, gets it onto his forehand, takes the shot through traffic. It was deflected before it got to the goaltender. Now on the backside, nice job by Coppola. Puck came loose. One more time and another deflection. The block came that time from Nathaniel Schwartz. And now Kent State looking to get a clearance. Drexel gets it loose. Eugene Lim tried for the toe drag, couldn't get it onto his forehand again. Now it's Carmichael, played that one through. Kurzenabe after it goes off his teammate's skate. Tyler Black, he'll take a shot through traffic, and it's into the catching glove of the goaltender, Brian Coppola. There's a response from the Drexel Dragons. Nicely done there. Creating a few scoring opportunities in that offensive surge. 5:37 to play here in the first period. Patrick McGinley into the face-off circle. Offensive zone face-off for Drexel. And he tried for the whack and going for the shot, and it forced Coppola to make the save. Now deep behind the net, Justin Bioni takes that. That was dangerous, took it right across the blue crease, and now Dickens plays it forward, gives it away. Kent State's going to get it right back, though. This is Bioni playing back for his teammate Dylan Anderson. Kept in at the point. Came all the way across for Schickling, backhanding it into the center. Nobody was there for Drexel. And here comes Dickens the other way. Dickens will take the shot, deflected high off the glass, stays here in the rink. Distributed deep, Dickens has it now, looks for somebody coming across the front. Smith has it, off angle shot, and it was deflected. Smith will get it right back. Deep it comes. Up to the point, a wind fire and deflection takes it high and off the glass. Nick Urbani shields it on his forehand, tries to keep it moving, but now number 16 comes onto it, Daniel Nugent, and gives it away. Drexel the other way. Here's Zane Reynolds. Good play forward by Schickling. Schickling nearly got it back, but a good job by the defenseman, Justin Bioni, to stay with it. Kent State will bring it forward, 4.5 minutes to play, first period, scoreless contest. Number 24 onto it now. Chavarria took a shot, saved by Jeremy Wick. Zane Reynolds, no numbers here for Drexel, just he and Jamie Crane. Coming into it was Cam Neal. That was great vision that time by Zane Reynolds, but Neely couldn't quite control. Now one more whack by Chavarria. And another forecheck here from Kent State. Now fortunate for Drexel to get it onto the stick of Crane. Forward for Coleman. And Christopher Hagan had it tipped away from him, so Drexel has to come back the other way. A backhand, a soft bounce off the backboards keeps that one from trouble in front of the net. Christopher Hagan tries to size up the puck. Friedman takes him off the puck, but now Drexel will clear the zone. Good vision there. Neely beats the first defender and whacks it along the backboard. Now they're looking for traffic in front. Neely, give and go. Back to the top of the circle. To the opposing point, sent deep. Neely was looking for Crane. And they'll take a shot instead. Save made by the blocker, the goaltender. Another shot blocked there in front. Jacob Friedman, and Hill take the break along with number 13, Hilbrecht. Poked away from Hilbrecht there. Taken down, and a clear trip called against Kent State on the touch. It'll be Drexel on the power play for the first time today. A pretty clean period on both sides, but that a clear trip. .2:55 to play first period, and headed to the penalty box for Kent State. Number 8, Jacob Friedman. Aaron Carmichael against Alexander Halupnik. The captain for Drexel carries the puck, and now Jamie Crane, the alternate captain. Eugene Lim has to force it back, just knocked it out of play. It's a pretty good play that time along the half boards there. Eugene Lim knew that the opposition, number 23, Ian Herman, had a full head of speed. Good hand-eye contact as well to knock that right into the penalty box there by Lim. And an opportunity to get a stoppage of face-off here outside the defensive zone. Now Lim, he'll play a lot on special teams opportunities. He's really good in that arena. An early delivery down the ice by Kent State. 1:34 to go in the power play, 2:25 to go in the first period. Lim keeps that one moving, kind of takes himself down there as he tried to bring down number 14, Jacob Herberg, with him. Chavaria, and one more down the ice. Good work there by Chavaria on defense. Now Drexel right back the other way. Aaron Carmichael. An ambitious pass there leads to another clearance, and a nice stick that time by Zane Reynolds, number 9 for Drexel. That's the difference between Drexel maintaining possession and a one-on-none for Kent State. Now Nick Urbani carries it in on the backhand, avoids a big hit back behind the offensive goal. One more move here, back for Christopher Hagan at the top of the circle. Urbani took his time, and it's deflected up and under the netting. Off the stick of Justin Bioni. Sized him up well. Urbani was trying to slot it somewhere else, but a good stick by Bioni, up and out of play. 36 seconds left on the power play for Drexel. It's scoreless here from the class of 1923 arena. One back for Urbani. Curls it. Sent right across. One-timer. It was blocked by Kent State again. Another one deflected up and into the netting. A stoppage with 1:19 to play. 25 seconds left on the Drexel power play. Kyle Weller to take the face-off for Drexel. He controls it. Played across for Urbani. Nice pass into the neutral zone and distributed right back. Weller keeps it moving on a one-touch. Hagan comes right across the center. One-time shot and a big pad save by Coppola, and cleared down the ice. 6 seconds left on the Drexel man advantage. Now down to 2 seconds. Drexel controls, but it's 5-on-5 hockey. Right out of the box, number 8, Jacob Friedman plays it along. Carried on by number 13, Hunter Hilbrecht. Hilbrecht will dash towards the goal. Back behind the net, looks for help. Played back to the point, and a good keep that time. A long shot deflected up and into the netting off the skate of the defenseman for Drexel, Nick Urbani. 31 seconds left in the period. Still scoreless here from Philadelphia. Jared Ortiz opposed by Rob Ferrari in the faceoff circle, and Drexel controls it. Here's Tyler Black carrying back behind the net, shields off one defender, and now Connor Kurzenabe is there. Kurzenabe turns it over, tough spot there. Now it's jarred up in the net and comes back free. Kurzenabe goes down a bit easy. He was hoping for a penalty call in the dying moments of the period. Black plays it along. Here's Nick Castura. Perhaps one more build here. Castura's going to get it back. Played across too strong. 5 seconds left. 2-on-2. Here comes Kent State, and Tyler Black takes his defender off the puck, and that's the end of the period. Should say Black, as the defender, took that skater off the puck. Nicely done in the final moments of the first period. It's all zeros here from the class of 1923 arena, the home of the Drexel Dragons. And a really nice effort by the Kent State Golden Flashes. 6-17, 2-3 on the year. You wouldn't know it by their effort on the ice throughout this first period. It's been fairly even from a chances perspective, a shots perspective, and generally a skating acumen and a passing and a cohesiveness standpoint. Both teams playing pretty good hockey. This has been a great hockey game here. Drexel 23-2, 2-3 on the year, looking to earn their 24th victory here tonight. This portion of today's game brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. You can visit them for more at drexellebeau.com. Now, as we do every game, at intermission, we'll take you to interviews we've done over the course of the year with some of your favorite Drexel Dragons. In this case, let's start with the coach himself, Kyle Zoldi. Here with head coach Kyle Zoldi on the Drexel Hockey Network. Kyle, another great season last year, all the way to the national tournament, and one heck of a fight against Oklahoma in that first game. Tell me about 2019-2020, what the expectations are, and what you guys learned from last year's campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, certainly proud of the effort last year. You know, we fell one goal short of our one goal, which is a little ironic. You know, we're still searching for that first national tournament win, but you know, couldn't be prouder of the effort and just the never quit mentality that you guys, you know, anybody who watched that game saw in the third period. So certainly proud of that. And I think, you know, heading into this year, expectations are right kind of where we left off, you know, pick up where we left off. The preseason rankings just came out, so we're ranked number 23rd in the country to start, which is another program best. And, you know, I think we're excited about some of the prospects we have coming in. Certainly lose some key pieces in some of our senior leadership from last year, but I think we have a young core that's ready to assume the responsibilities and, again, you know, win our conference is our first goal and get another shot at a national tournament victory. So.
These interviews, Kyle, will be seen amongst other places during Drexel Hockey Network broadcasts. And
yes, sir.
They're going to be seeing some brand new digs for you guys.
Yeah.
Class of 1923 arena.
Absolutely.
Walk us through the process throughout the summer, where you expect that to be by game one, and then more so what folks are going to see on a game-by-game basis at the new digs for Drexel hockey.
Yeah, no, we're super excited. It's been a little bit of a headache over the offseason, just having to, you know, move out of our home rink and get all of the equipment and everything that we've kind of built into our locker room area there out so they could get these renovations done for us. But in the end, it's going to be great. They've replaced all the roofing, brand new lighting. It's supposed to be up to the NCAA standards, so that should be good for you from a streaming perspective. It's going to look really good for the viewers at home. All new boards, all new glass, new sound system. So yeah, we're really excited. I think it's going to be a really great you know, viewing experience from streaming wise, and then, you know, obviously coming to the games and seeing it live, it's going to be a good atmosphere for sure.
So for somebody that might be watching this right now, game one, game two, some of the early games, and think, I really want to get myself over there and see these guys in person, what would you say to a Drexel student or just generally folks in Philadelphia that want to get involved with this program?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we try to have a pretty strong social media following and, you know, do our best to showcase and, you know, present the team on there. So we certainly have all the schedules posted on there for folks to figure out what day time works best for them. You know, it's typically Saturday nights are our home game slots. So if you're looking for something to do, 7:30 on a Saturday. For our students, it's right on campus. And we have, you know, now 60 plus players in the program. So I think, you know, just from friends and family of them, the word's starting to spread amongst campus and, to your point, in the Philadelphia community as well. So
always difficult to replace captains in a senior class. You guys had a special one last year, most winning class in the history of the program. Now you're going to engender a whole new group of seniors that are going to be the veterans and leaders on this team. Absolutely. What would you say to them heading into this year? Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, you can't replace guys, especially your leaders, what they do just from an intangible perspective, the leadership they bring, the maturity they bring, showing guys the right way to do things on and off the ice. But I think that they have done such a good job of, presenting what we expect to our younger guys in the past that, Mike Churchavara, Pat McGinley, Jamie Crane, which will be our leadership core for this year, have seen the right way to do things and are ready to assume that responsibility and kind of pick up right where we left off. So, that notion of working hard, respecting your teammates, respecting each other, that's instilled in everybody that we bring in, and they're ready to continue to showcase that, I think. So Kyle Zoldi here, the head coach of Drexel Hockey. You see him behind the bench, dressed up all nice with the suit and tie. It's a nice shirt you got there, Bob. Well, I appreciate that. All swagged out here with DUIH material. Yes, but sir. Folks may not know a lot about Kyle Zoldi besides what they see behind the bench. So in your own words, your journey to this point as the head coach obviously comes from your playing days at Drexel, but how does Kyle Zoldi find himself as the head coach behind the bench right now? Yeah, I mean, it kind of fell into my lap coming out of the playing days at Drexel, as you alluded to. I was ready to kind of step away from the game after playing, and it just so happened at the time that our head coach had taken another opportunity down in the Virginia area, so the head coach role was open. The school asked me to kind of come in and interview for it, and was offered the position. That was back in 2013, 14, and here we are 7 years later, kind of running with it. And along the way, we've had some really good assistant coaches come through, many of which have stayed, and we've been able to build the staff to extend into the Division II program as well. We have a really strong presence of alumni that have come back and wanting to devote their time to coaching and continuing to grow the program, which I just think speaks volumes, right? That they want to come back and give back after their playing days are up as well. So yeah, 7 years later, here we are. Program's at its peak right now, but still hungry for that next level, I think. All right, so let's get to some fun ones here. Yes, sir. I don't know how many of these you can answer, but let's start with, if you had to pick one guy who's the funniest guy on this hockey team, who would it be and why? I think Josh Sklar has a very big personality. He's always somebody who, whether it's an outrageous suit to a home game or, experimenting with the facial hair, he always has something to keep the boys laughing and entertained. And, I think the coaches get a kick out of it as well. So he's got quite the personality on him. The messiest player on the team on road trips and wherever that may take you. Yeah, the messiest player on road trips. I don't know about that one, to be honest. We ride the guys pretty hard on cleaning up after themselves, so I think I'm proud to say that I can't pick a name out for that one, Bob. Okay, there you go. Yeah. That's good. So, whether that's true or not, or if he's just deflecting the question, we'll let the viewers decide. Exactly. All right, Coach. Well, hey, don't want to take too much of your time, but appreciate you coming on and giving some insight on the program, and we're looking forward to another great year with Drexel Hockey Network. Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Bob. And it's intermission here for the Drexel Hockey Network broadcast of Drexel Hockey from the class of 1923 arena. We have D1 coach Dylan Dignan with us here. And Dylan, you made an interesting transition this year from the D2 team up to the D1 team. Yeah. What's that been like? And if you could break down some of the differences between D1 and D2, I think you're in a unique position to explore that. Yeah, so far, just from a time commitment, last year for D2, we had one practice a week, 2 games a week mostly. So now we're ratcheting that up with D1, goes to 3 practices a week, 2 games a week. Seems like the competition is also, spread out a little bit more, so there'll be more travel and all that kind of stuff. So just off the bat, more time at the rink, which is always good. Spending all my weekends and stuff at the rink, no place I'd rather be. And then just from a depth perspective, for D2, we had a lot of young guys. Leadership had to have come from a lot of the coaches, trying to gather some of these younger players. Some people stepped up, but for the D1 team, we have returners. We have people who know the system. We already can go through
and just hit the ground running. Whereas with D2, we were really trying to build a culture last year, as it is our first year. So yeah, a lot of differences, but I'm very excited to make the transition. Yeah, already enjoying it, so having my own opinions about different things.
So if you could, based on what's PC and on camera, the differences between Justin and Kyle thus far from what
Sure.
you've seen.
The differences between Justin and Kyle, just the way, first off, how we run the practices is different. With Justin, we, especially like I mentioned, having less experience, going through more of the systems and trying to go through that step by step. Whereas with Kyle, we're going high compete, high speed, and in between drills and things like that. So how we're running practices, and you can tell that Kyle has been doing this for a while. Justin stepped in as a head coach last year, I believe, at the college level for the first time. So just more experience and more about handling things. I really look to him as a mentor, someone who's been around the block. If I have questions, I go to him. So yeah, it's been good. It's great to be able to lean on both of them at this point.
So if you could, the D1 team this year has a lot of talent, a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Any of the D2 guys that we're going to be looking for to compete and contribute at the D1 level, guys that you coach that you can kind of guide and roll with up to the D1 level?
Yeah, so we're hoping, that's part of the goal is having both of these teams, is that we can do that. Recruiting from outside is great, but if we can build stuff from within, that's definitely good. There's one player in particular that we're looking to make an impact forward this year, and that's Zane Reynolds. Huge player for us last year on D2, someone we could always rely on to score, to be in the right play or right positions, make the right plays. We're thinking that he's going to be able to slot in perfectly within D1, and that's something that we need to build around, right? We had most wins of any Drexel hockey program last year with the D1 team, and we got to nationals. We're so close to getting that win. We need these type of pieces, and I think he's going to be able to contribute and fill in a role really easily.
So what was your journey to get here, coaching with D2 last year and year one of the program? But if you could break down your hockey career leading into this point, and then how you ended up joining the program now.
Yeah. So I went from the area, grew up in Delaware, came to Drexel after I played a little bit of junior hockey for Little Flyers. Came to Drexel just because I found it online. My uncle had gone here, and I was like, okay, and I knew I could play hockey, so kind of fell into that randomly, played all 5 years, and then ended up moving away from the area for a few years. I moved back last year, and I was asked from David Hanaway, who's an assistant coach on D2, if I could help step in and just be on the ice and move some pucks for practice. And then a week or two goes by, and I'm the only one at practice kind of helping run all the drills. Kind of got thrown into the fire a bit there, but I loved every single second of it. As soon as I got back into it, I knew I wanted to stick around, and even if they asked me to leave, I'd make my way back. So it's been really great. I love working with all the kids, and if you just feel like you're back in that player atmosphere a little bit too, but you also get to see them grow, which is something that I didn't realize that I would actually enjoy. But it's amazing to see, what work you put in, what work the kids put in, and how that transition is something. It's a great feeling. So.
Well, we appreciate your contributions to the program. Excited to see you behind the bench for D1 games this year. Dylan Dignan, assistant coach for the D1 team. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, welcome back, everybody, inside Class of 1923 Arena for the beginning of the second period, and we're underway. Nothing the score here. It's been a great first period of Action Plus. Here's Patrick McGinley into the offensive zone, gobbled up by 3 defenders for Kent State, but poking it loose was Zane Reynolds. Kept in there by McGinley and backhands it forward. Jacob Herberg lost it, and a big-time hit there as the shot was delivered by Zane Reynolds. Here's another look. He took a big pop there, but did get the shot on. It was saved by the goaltender. And give Brian Coppola for Kent State some credit here today. Just his 3rd start of the season. 5.28 goals against average, 81% saves. That is not top tier statistically. And of course, not a lot of opportunities there in net. But he's been great here today against a top 15 team in the country. And now it's brought forward and sent around by Chavarria. Onto it now, number 17, Alex Halupnek. Halupnek also has number 16, Daniel Nugent in the area, pitched forward by Drexel and out of the zone, but it's sent back deep. A touch up here by Chavarria. He'll chase after the puck, and Drexel up the zone. This should be icing. No, don't know why, but it was not. It's touched up by Carmichael, sure, but at the edge of his own blue line. Nonetheless, here it comes, brought forward here, and Kyle Weller will backhand it. Into the neutral zone it comes, ditched back deep another time by Kent State. Mike Churchvara plays it along. He'll get it back. And Eugene Lim, that's a great look. Here's Kyle Weller. Weller lost the puck. He sent it across. Aaron Carmichael is instead cutting in between the circles. Drexel will touch up as Kent State moves this one along. Nice play there. Herbig pulls it back. He has it now back behind the net. Hunter Hilbrecht is in there. Number 6, Rob Ferrari is in there, as well as number 8, Jacob Friedman. Now Drexel controls. Tyler Black defensively. He'll chip it along. Nice pass there. Castera plays it through the defender's legs, comes onto the puck. Sent right across, and that was DeCarlo in the area, but very difficult to get the stick on the puck in front. Chases Black all the way back. Wow, that was dangerous. Goaltender was looking for an icing. Instead, now a shot comes right on, but that came right to the edge of the outside post, and an inch or two, and that would have been coming right in front of the crease. Now Drexel builds here. Castero backhands it in front. Big save there. No touch as Tyler Black was diving towards that near side post. He's right back into play. Good catch with the stick there, sent it across. And Kent State has it, but still can't clear. Nice save there. The deflection. Now another one. Big save, big rebound, and it is sent deep. Wyeth Cool will get the stick on it, but not before a huge save by Brian Coppola. Now Wyeth Cool. He'll take the shot. It's deflected before it gets to the net. And Kent State laying their bodies on the line here tonight, doing a great job to prevent shots from getting to the net. And Coppola taking care of the rest. Donnie Dinkins carries it forward. And Dickens has it now. Into the zone. Donnie Dickens takes the shot, save made by Wick. Up and into the netting on the deflection. 16:31 to play. Second period still scoreless here from the class of 1923 arena. Jason Smith punches the face-off towards the backboards, ripped around by Drexel, but onto it first. Nathaniel Schwartz a save. That might have been deflected actually before it got to Wick. That one did get all the way to Wick and went wide. Played back to the point, and Drexel comes up with it. Out of the zone it comes. Flashes there, kind of arguing with themselves over who wants the puck, and now Drexel comes free with it. Crane came onto the puck. Hagen there played back to the point. Here's Churchvara. He had trouble moving that one along again for the second time tonight. Just kind of picked the head up a bit early in trying to corral the puck. He'll get it back here, though. Cam Neely alongside. Instead, he'll send this one deep. It will come on net. He's done that a few times in recent games, and it's all been good decisions. It's been times where the goaltender just wasn't really paying attention. That one comes up and into the Kent State bench. It was a game earlier this year, and unfortunately, I'm a little slow to remember which game that was, but caught the goaltender off balance twice and nearly scored both times. And again, that time, good accuracy from south of the blue line to put that on net, but also a time when the goaltender was not particularly paying attention. Now Kent State controls off this faceoff. 15:35 to play, second period. Kept in at the line. But now Kent State will kick it forward and bring it on. Zane Reynolds turns on the puck. And that pass, don't know who that was intended for, but it overruns the stick of Chavarria. Now Zane Reynolds comes onto the puck. He'll take it onto his forehand, back to the point. Long shot through it, deflected. Now a rebound. Drexel tries to keep this one moving, and Reynolds has it. Filtered along the near side boards. Right in front, there's a shot, it's wide. Nice job there. Patrick McGinley fed it right in front for Zane Reynolds, and that was as good a look as you'll get. He was going for the inside of the post. He was just outside the post on that attempt. Still scoreless, a touch there by Eugene Lim, and I don't understand why we got a whistle there. Eugene Lim very clearly, looked at least from here, got a touch, but it's brought back with icing. Not a lot of complaints out of the Drexel coaching staff or the Drexel bench, so I will take their vision right in front of the play over mine. Along the near side, punched deep there by Kent State, but now Churchvara turns with it. Eugene Lim has it now. Nice pass forward for Kyle Weller, a fluttering puck he couldn't quite control, but now has it, keeps it moving deep behind the net. Aaron Carmichael has one more pass to the point. Instead kind of holds this up and swivels it back down. Eugene Lim will switch spots with Churchvara. Lim will take the shot through traffic, a rebound, and it's sent down the ice. Jeremy Wick with the touch there as he realized that one was coming on net, so there was no icing to be had. Aaron Carmichael, good move there. Throws it to the line. Weller with a shot. Saved there by Coppola, and it's cleared out. Now it's a race for the puck, and Urbani shields off the opposing attackman very well. And he'll keep it moving. Carmichael to the red line. He'll gain the zone. Carmichael, an ambitious pass, was looking for Weller. He comes back onto it. Kurzenabe couldn't quite get to the point, and it's out of the zone. Tyler Black now there for Drexel. Played in. And now turning the other way, number 23, Ian Herman. Herman 1-on-none. He scores! Deked with the forehand, got it to the backhand, got Jeremy Wick to break down and commit. And Herman, he puts Kent State on the board, 1-0. And it's just a giveaway right at the edge of the offensive zone for Drexel. Herman, who just came onto the ice, skated onto it well, outskated everybody, and what a beautiful move to show it. Deke, make Jeremy Wick break down. And an easy backhanded goal for Kent State. They take a 1-0 lead here on the road. Herman again, able to blind through two defenders. He takes them down with him. Fortunate there that there's not another scoring opportunity for Ian Herman with a jolt of energy and confidence after that last one. He got a stick on it. He's everywhere here on this particular offensive possession for Kent State. Now Drexel looking to keep it moving. Tyler Black along the boards, eludes one defender and flips it up high. Good touch pass here. Brought into the zone by Kent State. Dropped right across for Zarecki. Couldn't control it. Now Zarecki will come back onto the puck, but Jared Ortiz there first. He muscles Ortiz into the glass. Deep it comes. Justin Bioni holds off the Drexel attackman. And a great touch there. Here comes Zarecki the other way. Onto the forehand. Couldn't get the shot off. Black there every step of the way. And now Ortiz with it. But Kent State pokes the puck free. Right in front it comes. And Drexel will come the other way. Odd man rush. A second defender comes off the bench. DeCarlo able to get the puck back on his stick. Comes all the way through, and it rolls along the blue paint, but wide of the net. Back to the point. Brett Coleman filters it down below the goal line. And now on the near side boards, it's Cam Neely. Neely brings it on, tried to take the shot, lost the puck, and then sends it to the back boards. Castura, now Coleman at the point, got it all the way down. Here's a cutting Hagan. Hagan will have to send back behind the net. He went down, no tripping call. 11:53 to go, and what a deflection there. Here's Jamie Crane. He comes right on, takes the shot, and the puck is still loose. Only now do we get the whistle with 11:45 to play in the second period. Crane, after displacing that puck, took the shot, and Coppola able there to make the save. Back to the point. Wyeth Cool sends this one deep. Jacob Herberg takes a big hit along the boards. Still looking to get a clearance, and now Drexel has it. In between the circles, there's a shot deflected just high of the bar. Kept in again, Jamie Crane. What a shift he has had. He has been excellent thus far. It jumps off the page at you. And a whiff that time by Chris Hagan will lead to the clearance here for Kent State. The Golden Flashes of Kent State in here from the great state of Ohio. Moving it along, Shane Handlovich. Handlovich went down, and now they'll bring it forward. Popped up ahead by Daniel Nugent. He'll get to the puck first. Coleman hot in pursuit for Drexel. Wyeth Cool, good first move. And that one hit a weird spot there on the boards. And fortunate for Drexel, it popped right to them. Now off the boards, they were looking for Schickling. McGinley will get to the dot first, spin around with it, and wait for help. Sends it deep for Schickling. One-time pass. Here's Reynolds one more time. He shoots, and it's a save there. Couldn't wrap it up with the glove, but at least the goaltender made the save. Now right back in front, backhand. Another one, a rebound. Another one there by Zane Reynolds. Couldn't get the shot on. That one came all the way through. They jam away out in the center of the ice, and Kent State able to get it out of the zone. Drexel will need to touch up, and they do. And possession in the center of the ice, but great chances there offensively for Drexel. Long shot by Churchvara, save made. And here's Schickling with the puck. Handlovich hit him into the boards. Patrick McGinley is in there as well. He has Rob Ferrari jamming away at him. He comes right in front, and it has to make a big save. Coppola there from point-blank range. Somehow the puck popped right in front. And again it's in front, jamming away at it. Puck still loose. And finally, Coppola able to cover it up. He was on his backside and grasping at straws there, grasping at the puck right on the outside of the net. And able to put the security blanket, a.k.a. his glove, over that puck to get a stoppage. With 9:42 to play here in a wild second period, a lot of great opportunities for both sides. One of them did cash in, and it was for Kent State. Eugene Lim got it onto his forehand. Big save there by Coppola. Oh, that was brilliant, though, from Eugene Lim. He's just going to pull this puck on a string right here. Able to get the shot off well, and Coppola just the right position at the right time. Mike Churchvara keeps it moving. He sends that one deep inside off the near post. And deep it comes again. Kent State looking for a clearance, and they will get it into the neutral zone, but more sustained pressure here for Drexel in the middle stages of this second period. That pass was intended for Herman, who scored the goal for Kent State. And now a deflection. Kilway has it now. Kilway with an off-angle shot, and Jeremy Wick there to cover it up. And a little bit of extracurriculars as there was contact after the whistle. Joey Gallo. Drexel shows their displeasure. And full line changes on both sides with 9:06 to play here in the second period. Tyler Black will circle around the net. Jamie Crane has it on his stick on the near side. What a pass that was. Here's Hagan, a one-time shot there. And Hagan back behind the net. And finally Coppola able to cover up. Very rarely do you see Christopher Hagan take a slapper like that, but that time I think he understood he might have a fellow offensive player crashing the weak side, perhaps low on the ice. Corrals a quick, big, dangerous rebound off the pads of the goaltender, Coppola. I think that's the idea there from Hagan. Always an assist-first guy, and that time I think saw one scoring opportunity, and if not, Maybe a big rebound. It's a good decision that time by the senior. Hagan, another one. This one just goes wide of the net, back behind the net. Zarecki takes a hit there from Cam Neely. Stays with the puck, however, and it's sent to the weak side. Here's Donald Dickens. And now brought forward by Nathaniel Schwartz. Schwartz got it to the blue line, sends it deep. Tyler Black plays it behind Connor Kurzenabe, his partner on defense. And Jamie Crane up to the blue line, sends it along. It's deflected there. And a cross check, nothing there. Right in front, Kurzenabe. Now Weller with a shot. It was deflected, and then eventually did get to the net. A big save there by Coppola. But the little stick lift prevented Kyle Weller from getting the full wrath of his energy there on that one. A big hit there right in front of the Drexel bench. Takes down Eugene Lim. That was Justin Bioni. Nick Urbani spins with the puck and plays along for Mike Churchvara. Carried here by Weller. Eludes one defender. He has Carmichael. Brings it right on. One-time shot, and Coppola moves well. Right across the blue paint. The lateral movement by the goaltender for Kent State keeps Drexel off the board. One more look. The pass maybe just a little bit behind him, but still, Coppola had to get all the way over to that weak side post and did brilliantly. 7:38 to play. Again, McGinley tried to jam that one towards the net. Instead, back to the point. Urbani with a shot. Came all the way through and saved there by Capoli. One more time. Deflected before it got to Coppola. Nudged into the boards. Kent State looking for a clearance. McGinley gets there first. Possesses and holds on as he's shoved into the boards by Rob Ferrari, and now onto it Jacob Herberg. Herberg whacks it off the boards and into the neutral zone it comes. Still possession here for Drexel. James Schickling. Schickling with a shot. It's blocked right off his stick by Tret Bubanik. And we get a whistle here. Faceoff will come out of the zone. Or at least it looked like that might have been the case. Face-off in the Drexel offensive zone with 6:51 to play here in the second period. Drexel more than doubling up Kent State's shots, but none of that really matters. Ian Herman, a one-on-none, a deke to beat Jeremy Wick, and that's your 1-0 scoreline. Right in front, they're trying to even it. Jared Ortiz had a great opportunity, got the shot nearly on net, but just a little bit wide. Might have been deflected as well. Urbani shot deflected into the center of the ice, and Kent State able to clear, but still not a lot of possession anywhere near the offensive zone for this Kent State team. And Chris DiCarlo displaces the puck. Nick Castura turns back with it now and sends it deep. DiCarlo's there, has Ortiz right through, they score! Drexel ties it up, 6:08 to play. One more look. What a pass there in front. And it did. Get onto the stick of Jared Ortiz. He scores the goal. Assists there from Castura and Chris DiCarlo. And all that sustained pressure does pay off here for the Dragons. One apiece with 6:04 to go here in the second period. Now can Kent State get back to some of that offensive prowess and offensive possession that they've had? Most of the second period has been dominated here by Drexel. Even the goal that was scored was a counter. Now here's Kyle Weller, brings it right on and scores! You want a deke on one side? How about that deke that time by Kyle Weller? He shows it to the goaltender on the forehand, breaks him down, and a big-time backhand in the back of the net. Drexel leads 2-1. Kyle Weller. Sheer brilliance that time from Kyle Weller, who has had an unbelievable year. He leads the team in points and goals. That's his 26th goal of the year. Jared Ortiz, with his first goal of the night, picked up his 4th goal of the year. And Ian Herman, he picked up his 6th. Catching glove there of Jeremy Wick, a stoppage with 5:14 to play. Kyle Zoldi and the coaching staff say that's more like it there, guys. The team destined for nationals here in just a few weeks, but obviously the job not done. A lot to play for here. The final rankings for nationals don't come out till March the 1st, so these games and how they win them certainly can be and will be important for how Drexel will be viewed by the selection committee and by the rankings committee. Covered up by Coppola, 5:05 to play. And of course the goal for Drexel is to be in the top 12. The top 12 would earn them a bye and avoid a Thursday matchup in the 13 to 20 time frame. So the 13 seed would play the 20th, 14, 19, 15, 18, and then the 16th seed would play the 17th seed. But if they get up to 12 or higher, they would get a bye through that first round. And into the second round, a 12 seed would play a 5 seed, an 11 seed would play a 6 seed, and on down. That one fired all the way across. Hagan right in front. Cam Neely was there, but now Hagan brings this one back, 4:40 to play. Now Drexel's buzzing around out there. A deflection there and a big hit to take down Kurzenabe. Kept him, that one-timer didn't get a lot on it. Now Hagan right in front again and into the slot. Crane, he'll whine and slap it. Didn't get all the way to net. Neely still in the area but taken down, and Ferrari comes back the other way for Kent State. A touch there by Drexel. It was tipped by Kent State, so no icing as Kurzenabe has it now. Keeps it moving back behind the net. Schickling lifts this one high. Joey Gallo back behind his own net. 4 minutes left in the period. Long shot, and it was deflected before it got there. Good block that time by Kent State, but not a lot on that pass. Here's Reynolds, one-timer, and they tried to send it across, maybe a bit too unselfish. Back to the point. Zane Reynolds has it now, edge of the circle. His pass deflected, gets it right back. Big save there, but it was a dangerous rebound right on the weak side. James Schickling nudges the defender into the boards. That's great work there. Back to the point, kept in. Patrick McGinley drops it off for James Schickling. All the way across, was looking for Reynolds. The pass was behind him. And now not a good pass that time by Reynolds. The safety valve here is Nick Urbani, as Ian Herman tried one more time to perhaps get all the way down there and make a play. But Churchvara did enough defensively. Urbani was the safety valve. But now an icing will take it back into the offensive zone for Kent State. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the second period. And the faceoff controlled by Drexel. This is Mike Churchvara back behind the net with patience. And Churchvara, a high lift. And let's see, this is icing again. Tried to finagle that one, kind of fillet it down the floor, down the ice, but a bit too much steam on it. 3:01 to play second period. It's still 2-1 Drexel. And Churchvara comes up with the puck, maintains possession. It's lifted high, and Schickling will chase after it as Drexel gets a line change. Castura is out there. Zarecki has it now, plays it back for his teammate Jacob Herberg. And now it's jammed along the boards. Here's a race for it. Offside, or I should say icing is waved off. Wick has to get back in front of the net. Now right in front, could not get it off the stick and on net. And now a 3-2 coming the other way for Drexel. Castura scores! Tip drill. Nick Castura scores the goal. Drexel leads it 3-1. Nicely done there by the Dragons. Castor with 2 points here. What a beautiful cross that was. Castor with the tip. Absolutely nothing that Brian Coppola could do about it. And this is the Drexel Dragons offense that the coaching staff and the fan base here in Philadelphia has been used to seeing all year. "30 shots that Coppola has faced. Still more than 2 minutes to go here in this second period compared to just 13 for Kent State. Bob Long here on play-by-play for the Drexel Hockey Network with this team all year long. This our penultimate broadcast of the season, if you can believe that. Flying by this year. Drexel with patience out of their back end. Wyeth Cool waits for traffic to subside and carries it forward. Got it to the red line, sent it deep. Kent State with it now, 1:27 to go. They get a touch in the center of the ice. That's Chavarria. And it's sent all the way down behind Jeremy Weck. Wyeth Cool with one touch up for Aaron Carmichael, who will turn on it now. And that pass was deflected. A dangerous one. Now a giveaway. A lot of numbers here. Jeremy Weck needed that push. Still right in front, and now Jeremy Weck will cover it up. Nicely done there, though, by the goaltender for Drexel. This was dangerous right in front here. He had to keep it moving with that stick, and then it comes back to him, able to cover it up with 1:02 to go in the second period. Rob Ferrari to take the face-off for Kent State, and it comes with a shot right on the goaltender, Jeremy Weck. Pad save. Aaron Carmichael up the center of the ice, makes a defender miss, pulls the puck up and goes down in the process. Eugene Lim trying to take the puck off the stick of Anderson, but Anderson very strong. Sends this one deep, though, and this should be icing. So an opportunity for Drexel here, 42.7 seconds to remain here in this second period. They've scored the last 3 goals. They lead 3-1. And do they have one more offensive push in them with an offensive zone face-off upcoming? It's won by Kent State. That's a good sign in favor of the Road Golden Flashes. Up to center ice. Kurzenabe pushes it right back down the ice. 31 seconds left. Kent State's got to be careful here not to turn it over. Now they have it in the center of the ice. Now they build forward. And taking off the puck there well. Connor Kurzenabe has it now. He'll play it back. Dangerous there, but Tyler Black there as the safety valve, a long shot. And a stoppage of play. Brian Coppola. But a dangerous back pass that time from Connor Kurzenabe forced Tyler Black to be good, and he was at the point of attack. Face-off won by Drexel. Back to the point. Comes through, bounces in front. 4 seconds left in the period. They try to get one more look at it. There's the shot. Big save there with the pad by Coppola. And that ends the period. But Drexel certainly had their share of chances down the stretch. That one at the end was certainly as good as you'll get. But Coppola, the lateral movement, getting the pad in the way. And makes the save to end this second period. Drexel 3, Kent State 1. Stay with us. We'll have interviews with some of your favorite Drexel Dragons players. Let's start with the captain, Mike Churchvara. Welcome back. It's Intermission here on the Drexel Hockey Network. And we have the captain, Mike Churchvara, here with us. Mike, welcome, and thanks for spending some time with us here.
Thank you for having me on. It's really nice to be here again. It's been a while.
Absolutely. Yes, it has been, but happy that it's hockey season again. All is right with the world.
Definitely. All is right. I know what to do now.
Yep.
I'm okay.
So what you have to do this year is take over for a captain in Dylan Hart, who was a tremendous ambassador for the program, a good face internally and externally for everything that the program stands for.
Right.
What personal responsibility do you take there, and how do you look forward to executing upon everything you need to do on and off the ice?
Well, I was also a roommate with Dylan for 3 years, so I had a lot of knowledge of how he carried himself on and off the ice, how he talked to the coaches and things of that sort. So it's a matter of taking what I know and who I am and how I've grown over 5 years now at Drexel, and just applying that next step. Just being a good teammate, being a good leader, setting a good example for everybody. And then the outreach too. Now that we have 2 teams, a lot of responsibility comes on our shoulders here. So just want to take that next step, make sure everything's running smoothly. The program has a good face.
And then for this year, a lot of expectations, of course. You guys had a great year last year, best in program history. Talked to Nathan about it. He said that third period against Oklahoma was one of the best that you guys played all year, and I would concur with that. How do you build upon that going into this year, and what is a realistic expectation after everything you guys accomplished last year?
I think we all know that next step is winning a game at Nationals. 3 straight years we've gone to Nationals, and 3 straight years we've lost that first game. I think we've built each year to the point where last year we were a goal away. We were actually a crossbar away with Eugene scoring that goal to tie it to send it to overtime. This goal right now is to win our league, get back to Dallas, and win that game. I think we can do it with the team that we have. We're a stronger group before, a little bit more mature. I'm excited. It's going to be so great.
And how have the coaches continued that communication? I'm sure a lot of this is within the dressing room itself and you guys holding yourselves to that standard, but how also have the coaches communicated how last year is going to transcend into your goals for this year?
Every time that we get on the ice, they make it clear what our goals are. Part of having good leadership in these coaches is setting these goals and then breaking them down so we can take it step by step. And they've been doing that for forever now, but this year specifically, it's do what we need to do right now in minicamp and training camp to move forward, take that next step, start the season well, keep that ball rolling all the way to Dallas, and then we're gonna win that game.
That's good stuff. I ask every player this question, but any games that you have circled this year, whether personally or as a team, on the calendar?
Ooh, Navy, obviously, because I'm very mad about how the playoffs went last year. I think we didn't have our best showing, and we kind of embarrassed ourselves a little bit there. And personally, I love playing NYU just because the attitudes, the different clash that we have of schools, it always makes for a good game, and they're a really tough program. They're a good team, but it's nice to have those.
Yeah, I happen to remember that you guys don't particularly, not that you don't care for NYU, but that you enjoy putting up your best effort against them.
We definitely enjoy taking it to them.
All right, so maybe this is one that I can only ask a captain. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel like I'll want to ask this later after I hear your response to this. But how are your impressions?
For this team?
Do you do good impressions? If I ask you for a Kyle Zoldi-ism in practice or in a game, maybe when he's a little bit hot under the collar, what would something like that sound like?
I definitely don't think that I can do a Kyle Zoldi impression that's going to be PG-13, especially for the intermission locker rooms where it gets a little heated. I could do a Derek impression.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take anything I can get.
Okay, so coaches come in, they say their words, Derek. Let's go get him, boys. And then the next one would be 2 laps left. No, that's Derek for you. It goes off what Runk was saying. He's not a big talker, but he's a good character on the ice, too.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, hey, we're really looking forward to the season and watching you grow into your role as captain, and certainly appreciate your time with us and appreciate all you do for the program.
Well, thank you for saying that. I'm super excited for the year. It's going to be a good one.
Good. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate
you.
it. We're here with alternate captain Jamie Crane on the Drexel Hockey Network. Jamie, appreciate you being with us here today. And I'll start with this. We come into September, and you guys are in training camp, and you'll be on the ice skating against live opponents very quickly. What's the job of an alternate captain, and how has this offseason been different for you than prior ones?
I think everyone's ready to get back after it. I think a big thing is really getting out there and setting the tone. We've had some good summer skates. Everybody's excited to be back on the ice, and for me, I feel like I really got to go out there and, like I said, set the tone, get everybody going, and get everybody ready for the upcoming weekends. This summer is a little bit different. I feel like I have a little bit of different perspective on things coming ahead. Last year I wasn't sure what to expect coming in as a transfer, but I think we had a good year, and I'm definitely ready to get back after it.
So you mentioned about setting the tone when it comes to the gameplay and getting into the season. If I could go a little bit deeper on that, what does that mean? How do you set the tone?
I'll lay a big hit, maybe. I don't know. Get the physical play up. Set the tone as in the speed of play.
Yep.
Because come the next few weekends, it's not going to be always be easy.
Right. So when people watch Drexel hockey, folks that might be tuning in for the first or second time here this evening, what are they going to see out there? What is your identity as a hockey team?
I think Drexel hockey, we do a little bit of everything. We grind it out, and then we also have guys that can make some big plays, and it can be pretty sometimes, and it also can be a little hard-nosed.
Coming in as a transfer, what was that process like, and what would you say to somebody that might be considering a program like Drexel to come in and continue their hockey career here?
It was interesting because you're coming from a different group of guys that you're used to, playing somewhere else for a couple years and then coming here. It's a different core of guys with there's different personalities, and then the team structure might be a little bit different too. So there's a lot of different little things to adjust to, but it was definitely easy adjusting to Drexel. Everybody, took me in, and I felt like I was a part of the family from the start, really. So
that's great. And D1 and D2, I think, is a very interesting subject because it's year 2 of the D2 team, and it's a very deep team, will be this year. And obviously the idea is to feed talent from D2 to D1 over time. What is your role as an alternate captain or just generally as an ambassador for the program to, obviously correspond with their D1 guys, but also what's your role when it comes to some of the younger guys that might be playing D2 right now?
I would just say to, talk to them, get to know them and let them know that there's always room for improvement. You never know when you're going to get the call. So they could be brought up to play with us any weekend and really is not be satisfied and know that they have room to grow. And Drexel's still our team, we're always getting better, and there's always room for improvement. So I would say the thing would be to, reach out to them and make sure that they know that the coaches are always watching.
All right, a couple quick hits for you before we get you out of here. Who's the funniest guy on the team and why?
I would say Carms. I sit next to him in the locker room last year, and he's always a easygoing, happy guy. I don't know. I've never seen him without a smile on his face. He's always cracking jokes.
And then when it comes to road trips, and you guys have the opportunity to travel all over the country to play this great game, what's the best part of a road trip, and what could you do without?
It's easy to say that, you can always do without the homework on the road trip. No one wants to think about school when we're on the road. But the best thing about road trips is just being with the guys. The whole weekend, we're just all together in the hotel, from the bus. Road trips are always a fun time.
Oh, that's great. Well, you'll have a lot of them this year. Hopefully a lot of success as well. We'll be watching. We'll be broadcasting you guys all year. Congratulations on the alternate captain role this year, and we will be following along, so thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Nick Urbani is with us here on the Drexel Hockey Network, and Nick, welcome into the hot seat here. Appreciate you taking some time with us. How has the summer been for you as you prepare for this season?
I think it's been a really good summer. It's been very relaxing, and now kind of I've had my first year here and I know what to expect. It makes it easier coming into my second year here, but it's definitely been a good summer getting ready for this year.
How was your last year with the program, and how would you kind of grade things from a team perspective, from a personal perspective, and kind of carrying that forward into the late stages of last year?
Yeah, last year it was probably at first it was a bit of an eye-opening experience. coming from high school and coming to college hockey. But it was definitely an awesome year. A lot of fun with the guys, great group of guys that we have here. And just coming in and being accepted, not quite accepted, but like brought into the locker room so quickly with all the older guys was definitely awesome. I think we had 3 rookies on the team, 3 freshmen. I think all of us would say that the older leadership definitely brought us in and made us feel very welcome and part of the family very quickly.
So you're already somewhat of a young veteran given the experience and the time that you logged on the ice last year. So how do you kind of balance that now? You have a lot of other young folks that have come up. Maybe they played last year at the D2 level. Maybe they're coming in and just going right to D1. How do you see your role there from a mentorship perspective and bringing some of those young guys along?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, with coming in and going through that last year, I definitely feel a responsibility that with like a lot of the young guys, especially defensemen, just to like help them along, and any advice I can give them at all, whether it's like off the ice or on the ice, things I would do, or just like how to help them and make their lives easier. Just the same that I received last year from older guys. Anything I can help them with is definitely, I'm always here to ask questions or helping them as much as I can. Just makes the team better and helps them make that transition easier.
So part of playing hockey at this level is that you're traveling all over the place for some of these games and spending a lot of time with the guys. What's the best part of a road trip, and what's one part you could live without?
So I think everyone that's in class at the time would say the one thing they could live without is homework. They don't want to do homework on the road. It's not a lot of fun. But I would say the best part is just being around the guys. And when you're on campus playing home games, yes, we're all hanging out and we're all spending time together. But when we're on the road in the hotel, you really are all together at all times. And I would say hanging out with everyone is definitely the best part.
That's great. That's great. All right, in your time here at Drexel, what is the funniest thing that any coach has ever said? And could you pinpoint it, and then what was it?
I don't know.
And can you say it on air?
I almost hate to keep adding on to the guy, but when
Derek,
the coaches,
I'm sorry, man.
when the coaches make fun of Derek in the locker room for not saying anything, that always lightens the mood a lot and gets everyone laughing.
Derek, we're gonna need more out of you this year, man. I tell you, it's almost unanimous. That's great. That's great. And so, last question for you. This year, the goal, everybody is talking about it: win a game at nationals. How do you guys do that? What step do you need to take, or what's the difference this year?
I think in terms of the goal, like the goal is obviously winning a game, but how to get there almost isn't looking ahead. It isn't worrying about that already. It's taking the necessary steps every day, just getting a little bit better now to the point where by the time that we get there, we're the best team that we could possibly be. And I think it's just taking it day by day to get there and not looking ahead.
Good stuff. We'll be following along. Thanks for being on with us, and best of luck this year.
Thank you.
Welcome back inside the class of 1923 arena. We're underway here in the third period. Drexel 3, Kent State 1. All 4 goals scored in that second period. The first by Kent State, the last 3 by Drexel. And it's been consistent since then with a lot of offensive momentum and a lot of offensive chances in Drexel's favor. This one sent to the sideboards there by Urbani. Jared Ortiz chases afterward, 1 touch there, and they'll keep it moving here for Kent State. A touch up, and now Jason Smith with it now. Turns it onto his forehand, shot and a save. And careening into the back post was Kent State. One more look. Wick had to be good to make the save here, no doubt about that. And then some contact through the back post. 19:22 to play, third period. Our penultimate broadcast here for the Drexel Hockey Network. Mike Churchvara plays it along, 1 touch there by number 19, Jamie Crane. And back to it now, number 9, Nathaniel Schwartz. His pass did not catch the intended recipient. Urbani turns with it now. Brought forward by Kent State and offside, just barely, was number 16, Daniel Nugent. Another look here. Couldn't quite get. Actually, I'll tell you what, that looks pretty good to me. I do think that Nugent held up the puck as number 24, Ruben Chavarria, had gotten back onside. Nonetheless, brought down here, and this time everybody is onside, although it's tipped up and out of play. Actually, maybe it went into Mike Churchvara. Either way, the puck has been lost, and we got a new one. 18:58 to play third period. And there's a shot right on, save made by Jeremy Wick, a glove save as he tipped it out to the boards. Now, another shot, save made, rebound, dangerous chance, puck still loose. Jeremy Wick just gets up in time and is flicked over the bar by Kent State. And now it's brought forward by Drexel. This is Jamie Crane, shot from the dot, he just missed it high and inside. All the way back is Tyler Black. Here's Cam Neely gaining the red line, now gaining the zone. The rest of his teammates go to the bench for a change. He lost an edge, but stays with the puck. A tip there in front, but a clearance, and that should wave off the icing as Kurzenabe certainly had chance to play it. Jeremy Wick whisks it to the back. Kurzenabe there now. One more touch, up to the point and out, and there's Kyle Weller on it. Got it on the forehand. Long pass intercepted. Dangerous one here. Friedman takes a long shot, big rebound. The follow, blocked to the backboards. Connor Kurzenabe got the block. Now he lost the puck though. Back behind the net, Ferrari plays it along. Backhanding in front, and could not get the shot on. Eugene Lim lifts it high and out of the zone. Lim comes back onto it, but overskates the puck. Ferrari has it now, gaining the zone. Ferrari takes a shot, big block there, and it's taken away by Kyle Weller. Good shift here for him. Played up for Aaron Carmichael. Carmichael lost it on his forehand and backhands it back behind the net. Eugene Lim and now Kyle Weller. Weller able to one-hand it along the backboards, and onto it now Dylan Anderson for Kent State. Here's Herman. Plays it to the center for Kent State. There's Coleman for Drexel, shot and up and into the netting on the save made there by Coppola. 17:06 to play third period. Drexel 3, Kent State 1, our penultimate broadcast of the year here on the Drexel Hockey Network. Bob Long to bring you play-by-play as we have all season long. Check out all the games that we've done as a repository on the Drexel Hockey Point Streak site and on BobLongSports.com. Follow Drexel Hockey at Drexel Hockey, that was simple, and Bob Long Sports at Bob Long Sports on Twitter. We try to keep things simple around these parts. Now on the far side boards, Herman makes one miss, got it back onto his teammate's stick. Herman now onto the forehand. He takes a shot, save made there by Wick. He had that post covered up. Now Drexel looking to find a way out of the zone as Kent State working hard on the forecheck. Number 18, Thomas Kilway, is back there. Displaces the puck for a moment, but now Drexel gets it back. Here is Kent State winding it down back behind the net as the rest of the team goes for a switch. A nice job by number 18, Kilway, and they couldn't keep it in the zone. So now bringing it forward is Wyeth Cool. He'll lead the break, takes the shot deflected. It'll stay in play. McGinley now on the far side boards. Zane Reynolds couldn't control the puck, and now it is Kent State coming the other way. Big hit there. Both Dickens and Schickling went down. Schickling up a little bit quicker than Dickens, but now it's the other way for Kent State. And the displacement of the puck. Jared Ortiz, it's one-on-one. He'll take the shot. It's deflected up and into the netting. And a stoppage with 15:48 to play third period. Pretty good opportunity here for Ortiz. But the deflection there, good defensive play by Kent State. Jared Ortiz to take this face-off, opposed by Halupnik. Good move there by Castor. Right in front it comes. Backhand. That's off the outside of the post there from Jared Ortiz, and Castor is in there on the forecheck. Ortiz able to filter this one back to the point. Big shot there, save made by Coppola. Castura sends it back below the goal line. Halupnik there. And pinching at the point allows this one to come out of the zone. Nick Urbani has it now, flips it high. Couldn't hit his intended recipient and sent deep by Nathaniel Schwartz. Urbani comes onto the puck to the red line. Now it's Castura. Castura stops on a dime. Urbani overlaps and sends it down below the goal line. Ortiz there. There's a one-timer. It didn't get on net off the stick of Churchvar. Another one came right on net, and Coppola had to make the save. Here's Castura with it, shielding the defender, playing it deep. Ortiz has it now. Long shift for him. Tries for the wraparound, and now it comes right in front. And we do have an icing here. I don't think that Kent State's going to like it. Urbani and Churchvar. That one's going to be Churchvar. He certainly had a chance there. It would have looked like to get his stick on it, so I can understand if there's a bit of disagreement coming from the Kent State bench. 14:40 to play third period. It's Drexel 3, Kent State 1. This is the Drexel Hockey Network via Bob Long Sports. Bob Long here on Play-by-Play. Thanks, everybody, for being with us all year. And nobody there as they play that one through the slot. Tyler Black back there to get it with Connor Kurzenabe, his defensive mate. Crane wraps this one around. Chris Hagan in the area takes down Shane Handlovich. Back behind the net, Nathaniel Schwartz comes onto it. Off the boards, and here comes Kent State. Looking to cut this to one. Big shot and a save there. Blocker save by Jeremy Wick. This could create an opportunity on a counter for Drexel. And sent across, not a lot on it, but a nice job by Hagan to get at least a little bit of a stick on it. Handlovich plays this forward. Tyler Black jams away at the puck, and that one might have ended up in the Kent State bench. Indeed it did. 13:57 to play third period. Drexel 3, Kent State 1. And a deflection there. Here's an opportunity, 2-on-1. Big shot, big rebound. And in front it comes. I think Black got just enough of a stick on it to prevent an uncontested whack, an uncontested slapper on the weak side for Kent State. But a good shot there initially from Jacob Friedman elicited that big rebound. Now an icing on the Drexel team, and now an offensive zone faceoff coming up for Kent State. 13:29 to play here in the third period. Joey Gallo opposed by Cam Neely in the face-off circle. Offensive zone here for Kent State. It's won by, we'll say Kent State, but now Drexel comes up with it. Black back behind the net. Double team there. So strong on that puck, though, and Neely keeps it moving along the near sideboards. Kept in there by Kent State. It'll wrap all the way back behind Wick. Black comes onto the puck one time, and a backhanded saucer comes the other way. Christopher Hagan, end of the shift, he'll send it deep. And this will make its way all the way to Wyeth Cole. So Drexel had an opportunity to maintain possession, but now the Golden Flashes come up with it and sent deep from the red line. And in between that time for Wick, he decides to go back to net, and I think that's a good decision. 12:43 to go, jamming away at it. Forecheck here is Warecki. But now it comes forward for Drexel. They'll bring it on. And it's Eugene Lim, full head of speed. Taken down there hard, tried to deke the defender, but the defender stayed with him the whole time. Donald Dinkins now forward. Here comes Zarecki, trying to hold off the defender, taken down, and no whistle. 12:16 to play. That one came across, deflected by Aaron Carmichael, and Lim will backhand it along. It will get to Carmichael, who will retreat into his zone. And now, big opportunity right in front. Jeremy Wick, it pops up. Another rebound right in front. Jeremy Wick with two huge saves. Drexel can't bail him out with a clearance. He's got to stay on his game here. What a tremendous save. Make it two for Jeremy Wick. Now to the opposing point. Jacob Herberg sends it deep. Back below the goal line it comes. In there, Kilway and Nugent. Played back to the opposing point. Herberg, a long shot. Didn't get through to Wick. That one went wide off a deflection. And chipped forward. Handled by Kyle Weller. What a play that is. And he leads the break. Weller Looks for the wraparound. In front it comes. Back to the slot. Now here's Urbani. Right in front. Deflection and a big save. A tip in front from Drexel looked destined for the back of the net, but a great save and great positioning by Brian Coppola. One more look. Deflection in front. Coppola had to be there, and he was. 11:23 to go, third period. Drexel 3, Kent State 1. And right in front, bouncing towards Coppola. He covers it up again. Shot whacked on there by James Schickling. Another look here is Schickling. Got it bouncing towards Coppola. Not too difficult work that time, but able to keep it out of the back of the net. This one flipped high towards the center of the ice. Urbani and Churchvara play with it. Now sent forward, touched there by Schickling. Controlled by number 9, Nathaniel Schwartz. Tipped up by Kent State. They'll chase after this one. Urbani backhands it along. One more touch, and Schickling will backhand it into the air and into the neutral zone on a hop. This one sent deep. Touching up there was Chavaria. Big hit takes down Nick Urbani at the hands of Chavaria. But now Drexel displaces the puck. Schickling forward. McGinley with one touch. Didn't get everything on it. Back behind the net, Handelovich plays it along. McGinley spins behind the net. Onto the backhand he comes. There's a shot from an off-angle. Deflection takes it to the backboards off Schickling. A good opportunity there for Drexel. This one sent all the way through. Should be icing, and is icing. 10:08 to play here in the third period. 35 shots registered for the Drexel Dragons here tonight. 22 for Kent State. And the small numbers are the big numbers in hockey. 3 goals for Drexel, 1 for Kent State. So for all those shots, and it has been a good advantage for Drexel, you've seen that convert to the goal tally. There's a save by Coppola. Just a few ticks off the clock. We're about halfway home here in the third period. You're watching the Drexel Hockey Network. Bob Long on play-by-play. So proud to be here all season long as a partner of the Drexel Dragons. And this game brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. As this one popped up right behind the net. Jared Ortiz and Nick Castura work hard for it. Castura comes up with it. This jammed high into the air. It'll bounce onto the stick of the Dragons. Kurzenabe sent it right on, but now it's moved forward. Jeremy Wick will cover this up. 9:41 to play, third period. And it's an offensive zone face-off upcoming for Kent State. Far from out of this one. This Kent State team has created counter opportunities and has been decent in spurts on the offensive end. It's just been Drexel a bit more consistent in the offensive frame, but a 2-goal lead. Really not much cushion at all in the game of hockey. Here's DeCarlo. Sent right on, a save made there by Coppola. Castura gets the puck onto his stick. Turns it onto his backhand on the near side. 2 defenders come to him, so he sends it deep for Ortiz. Ortiz comes back on the backhand the same way, this time gets it to the point. An off-angle shot, bounces high up for Castura. Right in front, it comes into the center, and now Kent State comes the other way. This is where it's dangerous. Ian Herman, who scored the first goal, takes a shot, and a big rebound in front. Trying to turn and get a shot on it was number 22, Giuseppe Gallo. He goes by Joey, and now a stop with 8:56 to play here in the third period. Looks like a hand pass call, which will take this face-off outside the Drexel defensive zone. Jeremy Wick with a touch. Carried forward here by Hagen. Hagen's pass intercepted, but he'll carry it in himself. Hagen turns it on. Deep it comes, and Kent State comes back the other way. There's a shot into the catching glove of Jeremy Wick with 8 minutes, 29 seconds to play. Third period action here from the Drexel Hockey Network and the class of 1923 arena. There's a shot from an off angle, caught the outside of the cage. Now right across, a tip there by Drexel will send this all the way down the ice. Icing was waved off. Good work there by number 19, Jason Smith, but couldn't clear the zone. Jamie Crane right across, bounces in front, and a save made there by Coppola. This one will chase back Wyeth Cool. He'll get there first. Cam Neely does get it into the neutral zone, forcing a touch-up by Kent State. Coleman right across for Wyeth Cool. Cool now for Coleman. He couldn't control it. Right in front, one-timer just wide. Back behind the net. They work on the puck, and Drexel able to backhand it forward, but not out. One-time shot saved by Jeremy Wick. 7:37 to play, but that was a great offensive opportunity there for Kent State. Oh, so close to getting this deficit back to just one. 7 minutes, 36 seconds to play, third period. Ryan Ferrari wins the faceoff for Kent State, and a whiff on that shot. Aaron Carmichael there, chips it up and out of the zone. A misplay, and Eugene Lim, super speedy, coerces the turnover. Kyle Weller pulls this back. His pass was intercepted there, and Kent State has it now. A good block there defensively by Hadlovich. And now brought forward. Here's number 13, Hilbrecht. Save made by Jeremy Wick on that Hilbrecht shot. 7:10 to play, third period. But it's been a few counters here in recent possessions for Kent State that have created some offensive opportunity. Just a 2-goal lead for the home Drexel Dragons. Face-off won by Drexel. And Churchvara turns on the puck. Got a penalty called. This is going to go against Kent State. Rob Ferrari goes to the bench for 2 minutes. So the Ferrari goes back under the cover and into the garage for 2 minutes. Two-minute power play for Drexel, a big one here, 7 minutes to go. Already in control up to. The time getting a little bit short for Kent State as it is. A goal here on the man advantage. Could just put the cap on this one for the home Dragons. Weller in the face-off circle. Played back to the point. Here's Christopher Hagan. To the edge of the circle, Patrick McGinley. On the weave, Weller back for Urbani. Urbani over for Hagan. One more pass. Here's Weller right in front. He was looking for Patrick McGinley. A lot of heat on that pass. Now back for Weller. We'll get all the way there through some traffic. Hagan has it now. Back for Urbani. Patience here. Now a one-timer right across. Again it came. This time just a little bit behind McGinley, but he's putting himself in good spots. Weller. McGinley. That time he scores. And the third time is the charm for that Weller to McGinley connection. Here's the ender. McGinley puts it in. And Drexel, a power play goal, goes up 4-1. And they're in complete control. Make that 2 points on the night for Kyle Weller. The first goal of the night for Patrick McGinley. 6:22 to play. Back to full strength. Back deep here off the faceoff win from Kent State. Golden Flashes now need some goals to get back into this one. Chopped up ahead by Weller, who's had another great shift. He has been excellent here tonight. Here's Aaron Carmichael up ahead of the defense, brings it onto the forehand, and a stick lift there took the puck off Eugene Lim's stick on the assist there. Would-be assist that time from Aaron Carmichael. Now back behind the net. Chavarria plays it along. Back to the point it comes, and will get all the way there. A long shot through a lot of traffic, and Jeremy Wick was in the right position to make the pad save. Now a giveaway. Here's Weller. Weller takes the shot, just missed on the inside post. A big bounce off the boards. Puts it onto the stick of Kent State, and coming out of the zone, that's Rob Ferrari. Ferrari turns on the Jets, but this time runs over Tyler Black and loses the puck. Carmichael sends it deep, and a shift change for everybody not named Eugene Lim. 5:15 to play, third period. Now Eugene Lim will come to the bench and complete the shift. Castor, this one kept in. I thought it was kept in, but I guess not. So the official forced Drexel to come back onside. Castor lays a decent hit on Hilbrecht. Hilbrecht overrun now by Jacob Friedman and lost the puck. Nice pass there. That comes all the way through. Chris DiCarlo there. Here's Castura right in front, was trying to get it to Mike Churchvara. The puck was deflected. Now Castura gets it again onto the backhand. Turns and sends this one deep. DiCarlo taken down. Make that Jared Ortiz is in the area. And now flicked ahead by Hunter Hilbrecht. Coming onto it now, Jacob Friedman. Friedman flips it along. Able to get back onto the puck. Somehow stayed with it and then took down a member of the Drexel Dragons team. There's no whistle, but Castura the other way. Castura shields off the defender, backhands it, and it'll get it all the way deep for a change. Quick shifts here for this Drexel team, leading by 3. 4:05 to play in the third period. Just looking to stay disciplined defensively, not take chances, and just see their way to victory here on game 1 of a 2-game doubleheader tonight, and then tomorrow is game 2. So the doubleheader starts with one here today. We take, about a 20-hour break, and we'll come back again tomorrow for a 3:30 puck drop. 3:39 to play. Puck out of play, up and into the netting. Offensive zone face-off upcoming for Kent State. Here, back to the point. Nice block there by Christopher Hagan. Sent back below the goal line, Wyeth Cool, and now Hagan. Hagan lost the puck, though. Opportunity here, and a nice hit by number 19. That's Jamie Crane for Drexel. And stopped a would-be scoring opportunity. Now Neely plays it back for Brett Coleman. Coleman for Hagan. What a pass that was from Hagan. Cam Neely 1-on-none, and he scores! Oh, that's sheer brilliance from Christopher Hagan, the all-time points leader here at Drexel. And then it's Cam Neely making no mistake. Little 5-hole, he says. A backhand beats the goaltender, Coppola. Oh, I just can't say how good that pass was from Christopher Hagan. But we really shouldn't be surprised. He's been doing it his whole career here for Drexel. And Drexel in complete control here over the road. Kent State Golden Flashes. 3:05 to play. And a giveaway here. Just some miscommunication. Wyeth Cool. Now a long shot was deflected before it got to the net and sent along the near side. Rob Ferrari has it now. Make that number 16, Daniel Nugent. Poked away, and Nugent got it back. Up to it now. Halupik. Halupik sent it in front, and it came across. But now on the near side, Kent State keeps it moving. There's Halupik again, and Nugent got in there. And now they're going after it right in front of Jeremy Wick, who's struggling to get out of his own net. It was Nugent who went hard into Jeremy Wick off the Halupik pack. And Drexel did not take too kindly. It was a good pass there from Halupik, no doubt. Nugent got one shot on it. Wick made the save, and he just careened into him. His skates left the ice, And that is why Drexel didn't take too kindly to it. Certainly some repercussions coming from this one with 2:36 to play. It'll take a little bit to get this all sorted out. The officials will discuss. One official, one line judge over there in front of Jeremy Wick. The other linesman heading over to the Kent State bench to have a discussion. Now all three striped men will discuss. Having a discussion with the captain for Kent State, Jason Smith. Churchvara, the captain for Drexel, will join the discussion. And this is one in a 5-1 game, 2:36 to go. Certainly you want to get it right, but you also want to just kind of dissuade further behavior at this point. And frankly, the longer this conversation goes on and the longer these guys have to stew over it, the worse things could get in the final 2.5 minutes of a 4-goal hockey game. So don't think too hard about it here, guys. This an extended discussion right off the camera to our right. Let's take a look here. Two captains and the three officials. Boy, oh boy, this is quite the dissertation going on there. Now Jason Smith has the message. He'll go to the bench to deliver it. The one official goes to the scorer's box to deliver the penalty call. Churchvara comes over to Kyle Zoldi and the coaching staff to discuss. Four minutes issued to Zane Reynolds. That goes on the board for the home team. That's all that we see thus far on the board. And any flow to this game has simply been erased at this point. Reynolds is listed for 4 minutes up on the scoreboard. Still nobody in the penalty box. Now the conversation occurs on the far side bench. That's Kent State over there in the road blue. Linesman is on the near side here, bottom right of your screen, set to deliver the faceoff. Reynolds comes off the bench. He'll head to the penalty box. And it looks like that's it. So it is... Well, we're not ready for hockey yet. The official is over at the scorer's table. Still only 4 guys on the ice for Kent State. So now another one does come on. 5 minutes for Ruben Chavarria. So a 5-minute major. He won't even serve. He's gone back to the dressing room. Zane Reynolds serving 4 minutes. All of those would take us past the end of this hockey game. Just 2 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the third period. Remember that these two teams play again tomorrow night, so any tensions that exist here tonight may carry themselves over to tomorrow. This is the first time that these programs have ever played each other. Chris DiCarlo plays along the near side boards. Big hit there, takes down Nick Castura, but he jumps right up. 2 minutes to play in this hockey game. Nick Urbani back to get it. DiCarlo plays it along. Mike Churchvara gains it at the red zone, gains the zone. He'll get back to the puck along the goal line. He takes a big hit back behind the goal line, takes 2 Drexel Dragons with him. And now an opportunity coming forward. 2-on-1. Herman's pass went just beyond Dylan Anderson. Anderson on the back line finds Ian Herman, but he lost the puck. 1:30 to go. DiCarlo lost the puck for a moment, played back for Churchvara. From the red line, a long shot was wide. Drexel with a change. 1:16 to play, third period. Drexel leads by 4. They're going to take a win here tonight at home. Remember, we're back at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon as Kent State and Drexel finish off the 2-game series. And a good poke check that time by the goaltender, Wick, up and into the netting. 1 minute exactly to play here in the third period. Face-off won here by Kent State, a backhander wide of the net. Controlled here by Kent State, turned on by Zarecki. Zarecki got it onto his forehand. Big save there by Jeremy Wick off the shot. Now forward is Tyler Black. He'll spin on the puck. 37 seconds left. Couldn't clear the zone. Shot from the top of the circle, blockered wide by Wick. Held up here by Connor Kurzenabe. He had Jeremy Crane with him. Now Kurzenabe, and draws the penalty. Nicely done by Kurzenabe. Now finally lets the stick go and sends it deep. He just felt the hook and just clamped that elbow to the rib cage. Zarecki doesn't like it, but it's really tough to argue when your stick ends up in between the ribs and the opposing player's elbow. 15 seconds left in the game. Drexel now on the 4-on-3. Well on their way to victory here. Just a drop of the puck in a few seconds, and Drexel will be victorious here tonight. Face-off won by Kent State. Flipped forward. This will head deep, coming up short of icing. And Urbani will just hold it back behind Jeremy Wick. The Drexel Dragons improved to 24-2, 2-3 on the year. A 5-1 win against Kent State in Game 1 of the 2-game set this weekend. This concludes the penultimate broadcast for us here in the Drexel Hockey Network, and it'll be certainly bittersweet when we join you for the last time here tomorrow afternoon. Bitter in that things will be done for us from a Drexel Hockey Network perspective until next school year. Sweet, because it's one step closer to Drexel heading down to Dallas for the ACHA Division I Nationals Tournament, where they look to secure that first win in program history at the Nationals level. A great game here. Drexel 5, Kent State 1. The Dragons finish off by scoring the last 5 goals of the game and winning in convincing fashion. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business. For more information on all the programs, postgraduate, undergraduate, and more, visit them at drexellebeau.com. Kyle Zoldi and the team keep rolling on here. This home ice has become a fortress this year as the team salutes the fan base and heads to the dressing room. And one more time this year, they'll come out to a rousing ovation from this home crowd. That'll be tomorrow at 3:30. Jeremy Wick gets the goal, and the win in net, I should say. The goaltender's been great all year long. 5 goals, 5 different guys tonight. Nick Castor, Jared Ortiz, Patrick McGinley, Kyle Weller, and Cam Neely. A balanced effort, no doubt, from this Drexel Dragons team. Until next time, I'm Bob Long saying so long here from the class of 1923 arena here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Drexel Dragons, a winner, 5-1. We'll see everybody tomorrow at 3:30.